Welcome back to Spurs Speak with Kesh and another weekly White Hart Waffle. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Fulham 2. We dissect the game today. We've got our black Tottenham Hotspur kit away this season, of course. We've got Mohamed Kudus on the back, which feels a bit poetic for where we're at in our season. It was another poor performance overall. I don't know if there's the confidence in anyone anymore that this isn't a genuine relegation fight. At least until we have our players return. This is an absolutely genuine relegation fight. And I think everyone knew that coming into this game. But there was that hope that we just, we've had some tough fixtures. We, wipe it off the back of our, wipe it off our shoulders and come out here and play really well against Fulham. Apologies, it was a 1 a.m. game today, so it is, raw reaction's a bit hard to do, but we push through. I want to come on here, I want to yell, and I want to be annoyed and know who to blame or what to blame. But I genuinely think it's a dejected feeling. It's a, where do we really go from here? Yes, there was, again, questionable refereeing. I don't understand how you look at Ekatike's foul on Romero, say it's not a foul. Look at Gabriel falling from Colin Mwani last week. Justify that in public in the media and then still go out to today and say that that's not a foul on Radu Dragusin when it was at least double to quadruple the force. It's a joke. The Premier League refereeing is an absolute joke. But the goal we conceded was poor. It came from a poor free kick to concede as well. I don't even know where to start necessarily. I think we set up actually better than we did against Arsenal, considering the players we have available. I was very shocked by the decision to play Archie Gray at left wing back, but hey, that's the only way we ended up scoring, right? So I can't really critique it too much. Conor Gallagher as a right wing back. But why did we sign Conor Gallagher? Why was he this? Johan Langer came out and said we didn't want to rush, we didn't want to overinvest in players who weren't going to add short and long term. What does Conor Gallagher add short term? He has been played out of position. Why did we go and sign another central midfielder who can play as an advanced 8 instead of going out there and signing a genuine attacking player, a genuine winger, which is what we needed, especially once we sold Brennan Johnson? It's an absolute joke how the transfer decisions were made in January and have been made over the last few windows, to be honest, since probably, I think the last good window we had was summer 2023, Andrew's first window, where if I look at those transfers, probably 80% of them are a success. We haven't had that since then. It's been shocking transfer windows, and the utilisation of Xavi Simons as this left winger, again, it felt almost exactly how Thomas Frank was set up, which I disagreed with. I get we're trying to utilise the players we have, but why is a player like Matis Tel, who clearly showed he came off the bench and made such a big difference, why is he not starting? Because he should be. And we don't have someone to play in that wing, in that wide position, and he has the quality to do it, which he showed. So I don't understand that in terms of how we were set up. But fine, formation was there. Porro as this unique, almost right centre-back. Van de Ven pushed up a lot with the ball, which I like to see. And I think once Romero's back, not next week, the week after when we play Liverpool, I believe, is when he's actually returning. I think again, I saw enough to say, it'll come hopefully under Tudor, at least this season. We just need, there's 4 games that matter for us in the Premier League. It's Palace, it's Wolves, it's Forest, and it's Leeds. Leeds is the 4th team, where those are the 4 games we need to win. We get those 4 games, we get to 40 points. But right now, we haven't won a game in 2026 in the Premier League. I have no trust that we win any of those games at this point. Especially after Wolves, we drew with them in the 95th minute from a Paulinho wonder goal. And they've just beaten Villa in a very convincing performance as well. So I genuinely don't know. We could very much be relegated. Tottenham Hotspur in the Championship. Who would we lose? Who would we be able to even possibly sign? I've got a video coming out next week of a Spurs squad tier list where I say who we have to offer new contracts to, who we have to do anything we can to keep, versus who we have to get rid of in the summer. If we get relegated, we probably lose all of them. So that's where we're at. In the first week of March, we're in a genuine relegation battle with 12 points needed to get to 40 points and just be confidently safe from that relegation battle. And let's hope we actually get there, because I at this point, I genuinely don't know if we do. We've got Palace on Thursday night in the UK. We really, really need to be winning that game. I don't know if we'll have any returning players. I know Romero's not back yet. I don't imagine any of our injured players will be back. We might have a doggy. I think he's expected for a mid-March return. Potentially Spence as well, of course. So it does help in terms of that width, which I think today's lineup was never going to be successful at doing. The positives that we take from this week is Kulusevski might actually play this season, which if he does, that's fantastic. I think he'd be a fantastic player to have under Tudor. How he returns though, it's unlikely he's going to be the same Kulusevski at least for a few months. Archie Gray was probably one of our better players, same with Mattis Tell. Young players who are taking the responsibility on their shoulders when they really shouldn't be the ones doing so. It should be the Randall Colo Moanis. It should be the Dom Solankis, and I think Dom was quite poor today. Richarlison made a bigger difference than he did all game. So it's depressing. It's a reality check. I think for a fan like me who, under Frank, I was quite confident we were in a relegation battle until we get rid of him. Once Igor came in, I was hopeful that, we're only 5 points off 10th, I think. So a win puts us in a position where we could actually come in the top half. And I had hoped that we genuinely would come in the top half because we would just turn things around. And we haven't, and we've been poor performance-wise and results-wise in both games. Do I have confidence that changes? Yes, I absolutely do, especially once our players start to return a bit more. Once this man returns, once Mohamed Kudus returns, I think there's a complete different shift in how we play, in the chances we create, and in the opportunities we have. We probably had more shots today than we did towards the end of Thomas Frank's stint in any games. So I think the chance creation is slowly going to come through, but now it's about how do we build from here? How do we possibly start to get the results against Palace, who have been poor all season and have so much internal drama that a loss to them at this stage of our season is a joke, and we absolutely need to win. It's a non-negotiable. We need to win that game against Palace, and then we step forward to the next game. I think we have Atletico Madrid between the Liverpool game, which will be interesting because who knows, relegated and Champions League winners sounds pretty good. 17th, I don't know how we won it in Bilbao. How would it even go for relegated? Relegated, we weren't the best. We won it in Budapest. So make it happen. Just Tudor, I hope you're able to bring the best out of this team. We did see positive movements. We saw more pressing going forward. We saw a bit of that, and I need that to continue. We have the players to do it, and they will return soon. So I'm trusting in Tudor to bring that success through and pull off some results. But it's been great. It's waffling to you once again. It's a painful loss to take, but it's a reality check, and it's a situation which hopefully is salvaged and we aren't relegated, because if I have to celebrate one more Nottingham Forest loss or West Ham loss, I may drive myself insane. But thank you for joining. It's been a pleasure to waffle to you. I'll see you next week.